Boeing hid a safety system from pilots for 17 months. 2 crashes, 13 months apart, claimed 346 lives. Internal documents show Boeing concealed MCAS details from the FAA itself. Boeing engineered MCAS to push the nose down automatically during flight. The system relied on data from a single angle of attack sensor only. If that one sensor malfunctioned, MCAS could activate on its own. Boeing's own engineers flagged this single sensor dependency internally in 2016. Those concerns did not reach airline pilots before the first crash. Lion Air Flight 610 went down over the Java Sea in October 2018. All 189 people aboard perished within minutes of takeoff. Post-crash data showed the angle of attack sensor had given faulty readings. MCAS had activated repeatedly as the crew struggled with the controls. The crew had received no training on MCAS because Boeing omitted it from manuals. Boeing had classified MCAS as too minor to require pilot notification. Internal Boeing messages from 2016 called the 737 MAX certification process crazy. One message asked whether a simulator pilot had been thrown under the bus. These messages were turned over to Congress in January 2020 by Boeing itself. Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 crashed in March 2019, killing all 157 aboard. Investigators confirmed MCAS had again activated due to a faulty sensor reading. The crew had only 40 seconds before loss of control became unrecoverable. The FAA grounded the entire 737 MAX fleet on March 13, 2019. By then, 58 other countries had already grounded their own MAX fleets. Boeing CEO Dennis Muilenburg testified before Congress in October 2019. He acknowledged Boeing had discovered a key MCAS problem in 2017 and stayed silent. Boeing had known MCAS could move the stabilizer far more than the FAA was told. The FAA's own safety analysis had been based on Boeing's understated figures. A House Transportation Committee report in 2020 called this a culture of concealment. The report found Boeing employees had actively misled FAA safety regulators. One Boeing test pilot's 2016 message said he had unintentionally lied to regulators. That test pilot later faced criminal charges, later dropped under a deferred agreement. Boeing ultimately paid $2.5 billion to resolve a criminal fraud charge. $500 million of that settlement was earmarked for victim family compensation. Families of victims called the settlement a fraction of what justice requires. Dennis Muilenburg was ousted as Boeing CEO in December 2019. He departed with a severance package reportedly valued at $62 million. The 737 MAX remained grounded for 20 months, the longest in FAA history. Boeing spent over $20 billion on 737 MAX-related costs and fixes. The FAA cleared the MAX to fly again in November 2020 with mandatory software updates. The updated MCAS now relies on data from 2 angle-of-attack sensors simultaneously. Pilots are now required to complete full simulator training for MCAS procedures. In January 2024, a door plug blew out of a MAX 9 at 16,000 feet mid-flight. Investigators found 4 bolts designed to secure the door plug were simply missing. The Department of Justice reopened its investigation into Boeing in early 2024. Victim families argued the 2021 deferred agreement had shielded Boeing from prosecution. In July 2024, Boeing agreed to plead guilty to 1 count of criminal conspiracy. That plea was later rejected by a federal judge who cited concerns about juror selection. The case entered 2025 with no final criminal resolution against the company. The FAA's own watchdog found the agency had delegated too much authority to Boeing itself. That self-certification system allowed Boeing to approve its own safety analyses. 346 people perished before a single sensor was finally redundant. Pint-sized scandals, where the receipts are always in the public record.